One of the biggest financial pitfalls is living beyond your means. It's easy to get caught up in a cycle of overspending, especially with credit cards making it so easy to buy now and pay later. But consistently spending more than you earn can lead to debt, stress, and financial struggles in the long run. So, how can you avoid this trap? Start by creating a budget. A budget helps you track your income and expenses so you can see exactly where your money is going. Begin by listing your fixed expenses, like rent, utilities, and groceries. Then, add your variable expenses, like dining out or entertainment. The goal is to make sure you're spending less than you're bringing in. If you find that your expenses exceed your income, look for areas where you can cut back. Maybe it's cooking at home more often or reducing monthly subscriptions. Small changes can add up, helping you stay within your means. Next, resist the urge to compare yourself to others. Social media and peer pressure can make us feel like we need to keep up with everyone else's lifestyle, but remember that everyone's financial situation is different. Focus on your own goals and priorities. If you do use credit cards, try to treat them like cash. Only charge what you can afford to pay off at the end of the month. This helps you avoid interest charges and prevents you from falling into debt. Living within your means isn't about deprivation, it's about financial freedom. When you spend less than you make, you have the flexibility to save, invest, and build a secure future. Take control of your finances today by sticking to a budget and making mindful spending choices. Your future self will thank you for it. Another common financial mistake is not having an emergency fund. Life is full of unexpected expenses, from car repairs to medical bills, and without a safety net, these surprises can lead to debt and financial stress. An emergency fund gives you the freedom to handle these challenges without sacrificing your financial stability. So, how much should you aim to save? Financial experts recommend setting aside at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This might sound overwhelming, but remember, you don't have to build it overnight. Start with a smaller goal, like saving $500 or $1,000. Even small contributions add up over time, and every dollar saved brings you closer to financial security. The best way to get started is by setting up a separate savings account just for emergencies. Keeping this account separate helps you avoid the temptation to dip into it for non-essential purchases. Consider setting up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your emergency fund each month, even if it's just a small amount. Regular contributions, no matter how small, will help you grow your fund steadily over time. Think of your emergency fund as a shield. It's there to protect you from the unexpected, like sudden job loss or unexpected medical costs. It's not for vacations or regular expenses, it's for real emergencies. Having this fund in place can reduce stress, giving you peace of mind knowing you have a cushion to fall back on. And don't be discouraged if it takes time. Building an emergency fund is a gradual process, and each contribution, no matter the size, is a step toward a more secure future. As your fund grows, you'll feel empowered, knowing that you're prepared to handle whatever life throws at you. So, start today by setting a small savings goal and keep building. Your future self will thank you for the security and freedom that an emergency fund provides. Credit cards can be useful financial tools, but they can also lead to debt if not managed carefully. Misusing credit cards is one of the most common financial mistakes, and high-interest debt can be tough to escape once it starts building up. One key mistake people make is treating credit cards as extra spending money. Instead, try to think of credit cards as a way to pay for things you can already afford. A good rule of thumb is to only charge what you can pay off at the end of the month. This way, you avoid interest charges and keep control of your finances. Carrying a balance from month to month might not seem like a big deal, but those interest charges add up quickly. Paying just a minimum each month can keep you in debt for years and cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars in interest. Whenever possible, aim to pay more than the minimum, or better yet, pay off the balance entirely. If you already have credit card debt, consider strategies like the snowball or avalanche method to pay it down. The snowball method focuses on paying off the smallest debt first, while the avalanche method targets high-interest debt first. Choose the strategy that motivates you most and stick to it until you're debt-free. Another helpful tip is to limit the number of credit cards you use. Having multiple cards can be tempting, but it also makes it easier to lose track of spending and accumulate more debt. Start by focusing on paying down 1 or 2 cards and avoid opening new accounts unless absolutely necessary. Remember, credit cards should work for you, not against you. By using them responsibly, you'll build a strong credit history and keep high-interest debt out of your life. Take charge of your credit card use, stay disciplined, and enjoy the freedom that comes from being debt-free. One of the most common financial mistakes is not investing early enough. The power of investing lies in compound interest, and the sooner you start, the more your money has time to grow. Many people think they need a lot of money to start investing, but even small amounts, invested regularly, can add up over time. The key is to get started. You don't need to be an expert to begin investing. Start with what you can, even if it's just a few dollars a week. Consider investing in a simple option like index funds or ETFs, which spread your money across multiple companies and reduce risk. Remember, time is one of the biggest factors in successful investing. The longer you're invested, the more your money can grow thanks to compound interest. For example, investing $100 a month at an average return of 7% could grow to over $120,000 in 30 years, all from consistent, small contributions. Another common mistake is waiting for the perfect time to invest. The truth is, there's no perfect time. Markets go up and down, but over the long term, they tend to grow. Don't wait for the ideal conditions, start now, and let time work in your favor. And lastly, stay consistent. Set up automatic contributions to your investment account to make saving easier. When you invest regularly, you are less likely to be affected by market ups and downs, and your money will continue to grow steadily. By investing early, even in small amounts, you're setting yourself up for long-term financial success. Take that first step today, and let your money start working for you. One of the most common mistakes people make is not setting clear financial goals. Without goals, it's easy to lose track of where your money is going and miss out on opportunities to build wealth and security. Financial goals give you a purpose for saving and investing, helping you stay focused and motivated. So, where do you start? Begin by defining both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals might include paying off a specific debt or building an emergency fund, while long-term goals could be saving for retirement, buying a home, or funding a child's education. Having both types of goals keeps you motivated in the present and focused on the future. Next, make your goals specific and measurable. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save more money," try setting a goal like, "I will save $5,000 over the next year." This way, you can track your progress and know exactly when you've achieved it. It's also helpful to break down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. If your goal is to save $20,000 for a down payment, figure out how much you'll need to save each month to reach that goal within your desired time frame. These smaller steps make big goals feel achievable. Another key tip is to write down your goals and review them regularly. Life changes, and so might your priorities. Checking in on your goals helps you stay on track and make adjustments as needed. Setting financial goals doesn't have to be complicated, but it does take intention. By defining what you want to achieve, creating a plan, and tracking your progress, you'll stay motivated and make smarter financial decisions every day. Take a few minutes today to set a financial goal, no matter how big or small. With clear goals, you're on your way to building the future you want. One of the most common financial mistakes is ignoring retirement planning, especially when retirement feels far off. But the truth is, the sooner you start saving for retirement, the more secure your future will be. Planning ahead allows you to take advantage of compound interest, so even small contributions now can grow into significant savings over time. A good first step is understanding how much you'll need for retirement. Think about your lifestyle, health needs, and other factors that will impact your costs in retirement. Once you have a target amount in mind, you can start creating a plan to reach it. Next, take advantage of retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA. These accounts offer tax benefits that help your savings grow faster. If your employer offers a 401k match, contribute enough to take full advantage of it. That's free money you don't want to leave on the table. If you're just starting out, aim to save at least 10 to 15% of your income for retirement. If that's not possible right now, start with whatever you can and gradually increase your contributions over time. Every bit you save now will make a difference in the future. Consider diversifying your investments. Retirement accounts often offer a range of investment options, from stocks to bonds. A diversified portfolio helps manage risk while still allowing your money to grow over the long term. Finally, review your retirement plan regularly. Life changes, and so might your retirement needs. By checking in on your plan every year, you can make adjustments as necessary and ensure you're still on track. Retirement planning might seem overwhelming, but the key is to start as soon as possible, even if it's with small steps. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow, giving you peace of mind and financial security for your future. Take a step today to plan for your retirement. Your future self will thank you. A common financial mistake people make is not tracking their spending habits. Without tracking, it's easy to lose sight of where your money goes, leading to overspending and missed savings opportunities. Tracking your expenses gives you control and helps you make informed financial decisions. Start by recording every purchase you make for a month. This can be as simple as jotting down expenses in a notebook, using a budgeting app, or checking your bank statements. When you know exactly where your money is going, you can identify spending patterns and areas where you might be able to cut back. One of the biggest benefits of tracking is seeing where small expenses add up. Little purchases, like daily coffee runs or online subscriptions, may seem minor, but they can add up to significant amounts over time. Once you see these patterns, you can decide if they align with your financial goals. Creating categories for your spending, like groceries, entertainment, and transportation, can also help you get a clear picture of your habits. This way, you can set realistic limits for each category and adjust your budget as needed. Tracking your spending isn't about restriction, it's about empowerment. It helps you stay aware of your choices and avoid financial surprises. As you become more mindful of your spending, you'll be able to make better financial decisions and allocate more towards saving and investing. Take a few minutes each week to review your expenses and see if you're on track. With consistent tracking, you'll feel more confident in your finances and stay in control of your money.